computer.
Recording.
Is this your coffee? Awesome. Hello, everyone. Well, we could have done the other style where we could have seen your faces. But we are using Jody Farmer's webinar service. That's why my name is Jody Farmer. And on the other screen, we have the real Jody Pfeiffer Farmer. She's a superstar director in New York. So thank you guys for getting on and joining our first brand new consultant webinar. So first of all, welcome to Cincy. I'm so glad that you decided to join this company. I joined in July of 2009, and I had joined because my husband was active duty in the Navy at the time, and I had sold everything under the sun. This is my 12th direct sales business. As a military spouse, it's very common for us to do direct sales because we move every 3 years. And so it's great that we can take our business with us when we PCS and move to different states. And so I had sold everything, you name it, I sold it, I did it. And finally, I found one that was great for me. We lived on credit cards back in the day because that's what military families did. I mean, we bought milk. I still think I'm paying on milk in Hawaii that was $6 a gallon. I'm probably still paying it off of my credit card to this day. But that's how we lived. And so I had just made a credit card payment on one of my maxed out credit cards, y'all. And my Aunt Sue calls me and says, Heather, I think you'd be really good at selling this Cincy stuff. I had no idea what it was. I knew the starter kit was 99 bucks. I had enough on my credit card that I just sent the payment through. So I signed up and said, hey, Aunt Sue, I'm on my way to Washington State because there was 3 of our families that lived in Hawaii. We met in Washington State to do like a little reunion for us and our kids. And so we flew up there. I said, can you please mail me a catalog to Washington, Aunt Sue, so I can see what I got into? So she seriously mailed me a catalog to Washington State while I'm on vacation so I could see what in the heck I bought and got a business started in. Came home, missed the whole 15 days, all the little perks. I'll tell you about that later, but didn't hit anything right off the bat and earn any like extra perks. But I fell in love with the product and the company and saw how quickly this business was different from all the other ones that I have done. So I was going to ask Jody if she could share her story really quick before we jump into the training. Jody, how long have you been in Cincy?
It'll be 8 years. My story is nothing like Heather's. I had never sold anything, had no desire. Anybody who ever approached me about, adult toys or lingerie or pamper chuck, no. I mean, it was just always no. My sister-in-law used to write the paychecks for Cincy when they were back on paper. And so she's like, well, what's this company that I'm writing paychecks for? So she ended up, finding out what it was, and she signed up, had a party. I didn't go. I didn't do that thing. My mom begged me to have a party for her, and I told her, no. So I got guilted into it. I canceled because I don't do those things. Felt bad, had my party. It was okay. And then I got my stuff that I ordered, and I was like, this is really cool. Like, this is a $5 bar of wax. So my whole mentality was not to start a business. It was just, honestly, I never gave it a thought. Like, 99 bucks, great. I'll get all this stuff. But I can share with everyone, we're in the Northeast, so we all buy Yankee candles, and they're a wonderful company. I'm not knocking them. But they're expensive. And this $5 bar of blueberry cheesecake or fried ice cream at that time had me hooked when I plugged it in and I used it. So I joined that day. And I still didn't know I was starting a business. I just simply was loving it. And so I told everybody about it. And again, nobody in New York really had even ever heard of it. So, I literally would go like door to door and business to business, sweating, stumbling over my words. Like I didn't really know what to say other than, you smell this? So just shared my excitement, I guess. And here I am, almost 8 years later, and it's changed our life dramatically. My husband and I no longer have to work. That's not the case for everybody. Not everybody wants that kind of business, but the opportunity is there, and the opportunity is the same for you as it was for me, Heather, Melissa, anybody. So we're excited to help you guys get a really fresh start on your business, and hopefully we can get you guys some great information. So take it away, Heather, because I don't have a startup guide to look at.
Okay, no problem. So first thing is first, what do you do now that you join? Well, the first thing is to make sure you know what the word Ascent Academy is. And I'm sure you've received the email right after you joined, but this is new consultants are automatically enrolled in what we call base camp. And so there's different levels in the Ascent Academy program to help you guide through your business and reach different levels and ranks. So you'll receive the email after you join. It's going to be in your inbox. So take a look at that, and it's going to get you set up for your sensational start. You'll receive weekly emails that have challenges, daily tasks to help grow your business, and videos, resources, and inspirations and all that. So the first thing that you got in your box would be this. I hope you can see because of the glare. This right here is your Scentsy Bible. You should be opening this and looking. God, that sun. I should have closed those blinds. Man. This is so important that God's shining his light on the consultant startup guide. See, oh, this is what you're supposed to be looking at. Oh, and there's the word of the month. So this is so serious, y'all. You have to be reading this with the Ascent Academy. This goes hand in hand to the success of your business. If there's two items I can tell you to do not put down, it's this one and the Ascent Academy daily tasks. They're not hard tasks. It's going to get you working your business and get you on the right track, especially in the very beginning. So how many of y'all have been, you were in high school at one time, maybe some of you went to college, when you had an important test, what did you do for the test? You studied your butt off, right? So get that mentality right now that you just signed up for college, you guys, and study, study, study. There's not anything, what's happening?
No, I'm answering your questions on the chat.
Oh, I love it. Okay, good. You can, there's not too much you can learn, you guys, seriously. So type your questions as they come up. Like Jody's going to handle the chat. This is great. So this is, we're going to kind of do a little mini walkthrough. So it's going to kind of ring a bell when you do pull this out. There's so many consultants that don't even open this when it comes in the box. They're so overwhelmed with these that they don't even open this. This can only take you so far. This will take you as far as you want to go to Superstar Director if you read it, study it, and live it, okay? Why did you join Scentsy? Did you need to make money? Or do you love the product? You want to own your own business? Flexible schedule, you want to earn free trips? Maybe you want more friends? There is no wrong answer, but figure out why you joined this business. It's important, and it is at the core of your success and you setting your goals. That's what's going to drive you. So now that you have your why you joined, write it down on a piece of paper. I want you to grab a piece of paper right now, which you should already have because you should be taking notes, in your hand, put it on your refrigerator, in your bathroom mirror. I don't care where you put it, but you have to write it down. A Harvey McKay quote is, "A dream is just a dream. A goal is a dream with a plan and a deadline." And that's what we're doing. We're making it concrete. We're setting it in stone. We're getting that marker or that pen or pencil. No pencil. Pen or marker. And we're writing that down on a piece of paper, okay? All right. So here is a few things, tips, tricks that you want to write down that you will need to know. So get your pen ready. I should have gotten water or wine. Okay, first one, you will need to print or write down or memorize your consultant ID number. Every time you log into the workstation is Scentsy.com, where you scroll down to the bottom and where you need the magnifying glass to see consultant login. That's your online office. You're going to hear me refer to office all day long. Online office, that is your workstation. So remember that now. Workstation equals online office. You're going to hear me say PWS. PWS, that's personal web site. Your PWS is where your customers do online shopping. Your customers do online shopping at PWS. Now your PWS, when you signed up, you get 3 months for free. After that, it's only $10 a month, and it's a tax write-off for you. So you're going to hear us say the word PRV. PRV is personal retail volume, personal retail volume. So sometimes you're going to see, usually it's for every dollar spent. In every country, PRV is the same. But like, let's say it's a $30 warmer. Usually it's for every dollar is 1 PRV. So it'd be 30 PRV for that warmer. However, there are some exceptions to that rule that it will be less PRV. So you need to be aware of it when you're like, well, crap, my host PRV doesn't equal my PRV amount when I'm entering it. Why are the two numbers different? Well, guess what? If someone ordered a charitable, which is the Autism Speaks, right? It's the buddy or the piece by piece warmer for autism. That's charitable because we're giving a portion of the money to the charity. Licensed warmer, like our Mossy Oak one, we have to pay to use that Mossy Oak print and name. So a portion of that money goes to Mossy Oak. College, all the college warmers, yeah, $5 goes back to the alma mater. We pay to use their stuff. We can't use it for free. They want a royalty. Major League Baseball, same thing. They're not going to let us use that for free. We got to send them money. So keep that in mind. If it's charitable, licensed, college, or Major League Baseball, portion goes back to them. We only get, it's $5 less PRV usually. So if it's a $35 warmer, you're going to get 30 PRV for it. So just keep that in mind. It's not the price in the catalog. Pay attention to that. And then just FYI, when you're putting in orders and you're trying to turn one in the last day of the month, our system runs on Pacific time, okay? So you might be Central time, but you have till midnight Pacific time to get your orders in. JoJo, want to add anything?
Sorry, I muted myself. Actually, no, I think
okay,
you've got everything covered so far. I'll just field the questions for now.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you're going to hear this a lot, y'all. Buy, host, join. I cannot tell you, it is so easy for someone to come to you when you first start, like, I'm selling Scentsy, help me buy. Place an order. That's what you're thinking, right? Well, guess what? I want you to stop. What do they say? Pump the brakes? Stop. When someone comes to you and they're like, whoa, you want to buy this? You want to think, wait a minute. There's something you need to ask them first before you take their order on their order form. Hey, girl, you want to get your stuff for free? Because all you have to do is share this with a couple of your friends, and we can more than likely get what you're trying to buy from me right now for free or half price. What did I just do? I now ask them to host a party without saying, do you want to host a party? I'm not even calling it that because usually they run the other way when they feel like it's a direct salesperson coming at them, right? So they get run away, and instead you say, do you know a couple of people? Let me give you your stuff free or half price if you qualify. So you don't know until you ask. They have their own circle of family and friends that you don't have access to. So are you going to be so quick to say, oh yeah, help me get this goal. I'll take your $50 order. But had you said, hey, do you have a couple of friends? Let me get this for free or half price. You just, instead of that $50 order, you just got a $500 party. So make sure when people come to you to buy, you're trying to get them to host. By doing what? Asking. Just asking if they have a couple of friends, if they can do a small get together, and you come over and let everybody smell the fragrances and look at the catalog and collect orders. It's that simple. So when they come back to you and they hosted, you can say, hey girl, do you want to turn this in as under yourself? You can join for $99 and these orders can be yours. And you may be thinking, I fell off my rocker and I've lost my mind. Nope, not yet. I still have a little bit intact. But here's the thing. The sooner you start building a team, you get over that fear of, oh my gosh, I'm not going to know what to do. I can't have somebody underneath me. I don't even know what I'm doing. Girl, I still don't know what I'm doing, and I still call to find answers. You will never know everything. The sooner, and it's more fun to get a recruit right when you join because y'all are doing it together. When you're in a group of stuff, in a setting and going side by side of having someone next to you doing this, it is so much more fun. That's why these Facebook groups and these calls are so much fun. Well, typically when you can see more than two faces, it's because we're in a group. We're having a blast together. So don't wait, and remember to ask. Get them to see if they have a circle of friends that you can have access to share the scents with first.
Hey, Heather, can I just add something quick?
Yeah.
You know, and it goes right along with what you said about asking them to host, but you're not really asking them to host. Because some of you, or most of you, are probably very, very new. A party does not have to be a home party. You can give them some testers if you bought your mini testers already. If not, that's my number one suggestion for a purchase is those catalogs, things like that, and let them just take them to work or over a holiday weekend. You can do a Facebook party. You can get a Zoom party like this. So if you have friends all over the country, you can set up a little display in your house, invite them, and share the link, and you can talk about everything. So think outside the box when it comes to parties, because you know people are busy and summer's coming. Not everyone wants to do a home party, but don't make that decision for them. Let them know that there are other options out there for hosting a party. In the U.S., it's a $200 PRV is a party. That might be one person's order. That might be two people's order, and that's a party. So they're still gonna be able to get half price and free stuff. So that's it.
Awesome. Thank you, Jody. And you guys use your chat in the bottom to ask questions. Just type your questions on there. So like Jody was talking about PRV, there's different ways of getting PRV. PRV is PRV, okay? Anything in the catalog, anything in here, you get PRV on. If you sell something out of this book, you get PRV on it, okay? Home parties, basket parties. I'll show you what the basket parties are. Online parties, your scent and warmer of the month. I'll explain later. Individual orders, fundraisers. If you sell or someone, including you, yourself, can buy from this catalog, you get PRV, okay? So even the stuff you buy. However, when you're putting in an order, you're gonna see a Scentsy family store. That's like our Scentsy department store where we buy all of our branding fun stuff. Like, didn't I just come over and bring all this over? Like mini tester, they're not all in here. It's the ones that come in this cute bag though. The mini testers, the Scentsy calculator, the Scentsy pins. You'd think I'd have more stuff. The spatulas, the Scentsy pins. You get my drift, right? Like anything with the word Scentsy on it. Like we feel like we have to have it now because we're a consultant. So think before you purchase. You know what question you're gonna write this down. You ready? Here, borrow my pen. Does this make me money? Before you add this item to the cart, you ask yourself, is this gonna make me money? Is my Scentsy calculator gonna bring me sales, bookings, or recruits? No, don't buy that. Are the mini testers going to get me sales, host, or recruits? Heck yeah, this is what I use for basket parties. Buy this. Is a t-shirt going to bring me business? Heck yeah, because you know what? I wear a Scentsy t-shirt every single day. People make fun of me in my wardrobe because that's all it is Scentsy. Third, the decal in the car. Yes, brand yourself. A lady just came over the other day and I said, hey, how did you meet me? She said, well, my girlfriend in Chicago mailed me a sample of Sunkissed Citrus, and I fell in love with it. And so I was driving behind you one day, and I wrote your name down, and I called you. Seriously, you never know what is going to work marketing material-wise, but nobody's going to see my Scentsy calculator in my bag. No one's going to see my Scentsy pen.
I have to share a funny story about it. I don't even know if I told you. So I just came back from North Carolina, I think last week. I went down to see a friend of mine who's in Scentsy in the Jacksonville area. There are a lot of Scentsy consultants in that area. You know, and I always have stuff on me. I always have catalogs, some light bulbs, samples, things like that. Well, we're in Virginia, and I have to go to the bathroom. So I'm speeding up to get to that rest stop. And I get out of the car, and I run really fast to the bathroom. My mom's taking her time, podunk, and I come out, and I'm like, Mom, you're going into the men's room. She's like, no, Jody Lynn. This gentleman wants a catalog. So the part of the story was we were driving down I-95, and this guy and his sister were talking about Scentsy, and they were actually talking about the Scent Apple Press and wanted to know if it was going to come back. And then all of a sudden, here I go zooming by. They couldn't get my number, but they pull into the rest stop, and there I am. So I'm in Virginia, and they actually were from Jacksonville, North Carolina, too, which I thought was so odd because so many people sell it there. And they're tracking me down from New York in Virginia. to get Scentsy. So I think the number one thing when it comes to branding yourself is your car. And some people will be like, well, I don't get anything off my car. Well, I can tell you that you're definitely going to get nothing, no business, if you don't have it branded. If you don't have your contact information, it is a guarantee that no one will ever call you because they don't know you sell Scentsy.
Well, and the thing is it may not come that often. Like you say, I mean, it comes in spurts. Like it's not guaranteed Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you're going to get a call from it. But when it does happen, you're like, yeah, this really happened. I start driving more places.
Yeah, we were going on a trip one time, and Bill had hit my husband, had his Scentsy shirt on, and my truck was parked in the parking lot. One person in the store saw my truck, didn't know where we were, we walk in, Bill has his shirt on. All of a sudden, they're going crazy because now they know who that truck belongs to, and they wanted catalogs, $500 party in July, which was huge.
Oh, my gosh.
My daughter joined my team. Never would have happened.
Have stuff on you for sure. Like keep stuff in your car, catalogs, order forms, fit samples, everything.
Probably number one advice that I tell people is make sure you're branded. Carry on.
For sure. But be smart. Treat yourself after your first paycheck. If you really want the Scentsy calculator, after you get paid, go treat yourself to the Scentsy catalog. But ask yourself, is this going to make me money? Be smart. We want you making money before you're spending money, okay? Your first Scentsy achievement goal, you guys, this is 500 PRV during your first 15 days. So you want to sell 500 big ones out of this catalog right here, 500 bucks in this book. That puts your lifetime PRV at 500, okay? By your 15th day. Now your day one is the day that you enrolled, okay? So 500 bucks out of this book, and that's 500 PRV. What does that get you? That gets you a chance to purchase the Shooting Star Enhancement Kit. It is a whole slew of products that you get for 200 bucks. You can turn around and resell it for retail. That puts your lifetime sales now, because you've sold 500. If you buy this, they're going to give you 200 PRV off of this. You have 90 days to buy this, okay? So your option is like, oh crap, okay, I just bought my starter kit. I sold my 500. Hey, I don't have my $200 to buy this yet. I'm going to wait. If that's the case, I want you to hustle a little bit more then. I want you to go sell an additional $200 more out of this catalog then, okay? Or have someone book a party. Ask if they have a couple of friends. That way you can postpone it, but you're still a step closer to your first promotion and a 5% pay raise. So that'll still keep you at 700. So you have sold your 5. You either bought your $200 Shooting Star kit or you sold an additional 200 bucks in the catalog, okay? Then, where does that put you? You're at 700 lifetime PRV. Step 3 is sell 300 more PRV, 300 more dollars, and that gets you the lifetime PRV of 1,000 bucks. Which means, boom, you promoted to certified and you get a 5% pay raise. All because you sold 500 in your 15th day, you bought the Shooting Star for 200 or sold another 200 bucks, and then another party on top of it. It's that simple. And if you don't do it the first 30 days, it's not a big deal. But you can do it over time. The first 1,000 accumulates, and they want to keep track. So when you hit that $1,000 mark, you promote, and you get a 5% pay raise, okay? So my suggestion to you would be to go to your workstation, your office, online office, and set up a party in your name with yourself as the hostess. And what I want you to do is on the end date, I want you to have it end on your day 15. So you'll never forget, oh crap, I need to get that order in on this day. It's already going to be done because it's set there. It'll help you remind you. It's a great reminder. So set that party up to end on the 15th day, okay? All right. Your 70th day achievement goal, that's your next like landmark, if you will, your 15th day and 70th day. And remember, this Ascent Academy program is set up to get you through successes of that first 70 days. It's really crucial. So that will help you and give you little tasks to do. So look at page 6 in your consultant startup guide in your Cincy Bible. Page 6. This right here is going to, I'm not going to go too much in it tonight because I don't want to overwhelm you, but this is your 70th day goal. And you can just look at it, decide which level you want to hit, set your goals, and go for it. So we won't go too much in depth. We'll have the next call. But this one here, it'll just kind of show you on page 6 of what it is. Here we go. You ready? This should happen within the first 10 days of you joining. And if it's past your 10th day, I want you to schedule one anyway. Schedule your launch party. It is so important. The first 10 days of being a consultant, schedule your launch party. And what's really cool, y'all, is to capture your Cincy journey and you starting a new business. Capture it with pictures and post it on social media. People are going to follow you along on your journey, beginning with Cincy. They're watching you. They may not say anything, but they are watching and they're paying attention. So document that on social media. Invite some of your closest friends or family over or neighbors. Oh, when your starter kit box comes in, you can track it, and when it comes, say, I'm having a wine party. Y'all come over and open my starter kit box with me. It is so much fun. They're sitting there smelling all the tests. That's an ugly face to make. This is terrible. I'm not making that face again. But invite them over to sniff the testers and go through everything. It creates excitement. They love it. Here is a web address. You can take notes of this. You're going to go to your workstation. Then you're going to click Training Center in the upper right corner of your workstation. So it's going to go Workstation, Training Center. Then you're going to click Explore Existing Training Content. It's Explore Existing Training Content. Then you're going to click New Consultant. It's on the left-hand side. And at the very top, you're going to also click Launch Party. It's going to show you a sample launch party video. It's going to answer all the questions that you need to know for doing a proper launch party. Again, it's Workstation, then you click Training Center, then you click Explore Existing Training Content, click New Consultant, and click Launch Party. If any of you are way past earning rewards on any of this, start your business like you just joined again today. You don't have to act like you just joined. If some of you guys have been in this a while and you just need a push and a revamp of your business and you want to start over, guys, act like you just bought your starter kit right now. Pull this sucker out and start like you're trying to earn shooting star, because that's gonna be the reward in itself, okay? Moving on. Am I going too fast? Jody, are you crying because you're past your 100 days, your 70 days?
No, I have something like stuck in my throat and I keep coughing and it's making my eyes leak. I've got leaky eyes.
I thought you were sad you were past your 70 days.
No,
okay.
Stop. I'm okay.
I'm moving at a great speed. Okay, good. Thank you, Michelle Kimball. All right, next one is your list of 100. Y'all, this is about, it's probably as important as me saying you have a 89.999% chance of winning the lottery if you buy a ticket. If you do this list of 100, you will win the freaking lottery. This is so important. It's on page 9. I can't even stress this enough. And maybe some of you are thinking, oh my gosh, I just don't know anybody. Y'all, I don't care if you even write the nail tech lady, the hairdresser. You don't even have to know their name. You can write hairdresser on here. And what's funny is I even keep a separate one printed on my computer, an ongoing list of people that I'm constantly adding names to my list. And then I have a separate list where I hear people go, oh, well, maybe I should sell Cincy. And then they decide not to. Oh, no. I have a list of 100 of people that even say that or even act somewhat interested. They go on my potential recruit list of 100. So I have 2 separate lists going at all times. And I'm a pretty seasoned consultant. And you best believe I revisit this list of 100 still to this day. It is when those days come up and I'm like, oh, I just don't know who to call. It's staring me right in the freaking face. This behind me right here, this countdown, this isn't one day. It was the last day of the month and I was pissed that I wasn't hitting my $2,000 goal. So guess what I did? I started calling past customers, visiting my list of 100, posting this piece of paper on social media. It became a game to my customers and people going, Heather, I was just watching you cross the total out and go, how exciting. Like, were you reaching your goal? They started following me throughout the day because I was visiting, picking up my phone and calling people. I didn't get this all from social media. Are you kidding me? This isn't going to happen. You have to pick up the phone, right? So don't lose track of that. You have to remember, keep it old school. Do not rely on social media. Social media will not run your business for you. It's going to be your mouth and your personality and you meeting people every single day. Okay, so just remember that. That's my little, I got sidetracked, but we're going to keep on moving. So remember your list of 100, your frank list, friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and kids, like people associated with your kids or your neighbor's kids. If you don't have kids yet, you start complimenting people's kids in the grocery store. It could be the ugliest kid you've seen in your life. And you say, your little girl is the cutest thing. Where'd you buy her shoes at? Why did I ask that? Why do I care? I really don't care. I'm just trying to give her an open-ended question where she has to talk. I gave her kid a compliment. And where'd you buy those shoes? Now I want an answer. That's it. If you don't feel comfortable calling a kid cute that's not so cute, then compliment her shoes. Just start a conversation, okay? That's pretty real advice, but just start talking, okay? All right, host rewards. A single order, multiple orders, a party is 200 PRV. You have to have minimum of 200 PRV. Like Jody said, it can be one person buying that. 2 people, hey, I need some, like today, I got a plastic surgery center that called and wanted warmers for the whole office. You best believe when people come to my house and they're like, Heather, I need to order, can I smell these? I need to place an order. Sure. But I just want to let you know, I say, do you shop at Costco or Sam's? They're like, oh yeah, girl, I love going there. But yeah, you spend money every time you go there. Well, you could do the same thing with me. Just so you know, and I don't mean it right now, no pressure. But if you ever come to me and you buy $200 in orders, in product, and it could be you or a couple of your friends, as long as it meets 200, I'm going to give you some free and half price. It's like buying in bulk from me. And say it like that, like it's no big deal. I'm trying to hook you up whenever you're ready. It's kind of that approach. But you put the bug in her ear. This girl, she's been buying from me for a while. She's never bought 200. But she got a new job and works at this Memorial Plastic Surgery. Sorry, y'all just saw my butt. So she works at Memorial Plastic Surgery. This is her thank you gift for referring to me. So what do they do today? Y'all, they called and spent $200 because she knew. She's like, oh, we'll get that free and half price, right? You bet your bottom dollar you will. She remembered it. So what am I going to do now? Because it kind of sucks because not all her stuff is coming to me now. It's shipping straight to the office. What did I put together? Oh, here's a little box of samples. Why don't you try our body souffle, our washer whiffs, a little thank you card. Put my magnet on your free refrigerator in your office with a handwritten thank you card. This is going to be mailed to the office. Why am I mailing it to the office? So everyone can ooh and ah. Oh, she's such a sweet consultant. Look at all this stuff. I didn't know they had all that. They make men's shave, shower cream, gel, whatever the heck it is. Yeah, I have that. Why did I send her thank you bars with a separate thank you card for referring people to her office? Because I want people to see my customer service. I'm not going to send it to her so her husband and kids can see that thank you so much. Here's your free favorite bar, Pomelo Fiesta. No, it needs to be done where there's an audience. We like eyeballs watching us, okay? Well, sometimes we don't. Okay, so here we go. Oh, you get free and half price. So here's my little plug that I do when they buy $200 with me. I give them my perpetual reward. I'll tell you about that later, but it's an extra half price item. So technically, if you're following the catalog, one half price item at $200, I'm giving them the extra as a thank you for buying in bulk. I take it any other time, but I'll give it to them that one time. So as you're entering orders, and you have it as a home party or basketball, you're wanting free and half price, right? You have $200. You're going to see shipping and handling charges appear on your screen as you're entering them. It'll go away once you meet the minimum of 200. Okay, so don't freak out. It'll erase it. You'll also see a $5 host rewards fee. That will disappear too once you use up all the half price items, okay? So keep that in mind. Your perpetual party, you can, this is how it works on the perpetual. Hostess A, Jenny, she had a party with me, and her friend Karen and her friend Susan booked a party, okay? So when friend Karen and friend Susan hold their party, my hostess A, Jenny, is going to get a half price item at friend Karen's show and friend Susan's show. So it's the gift that keeps on giving. So basically you want to, it's a perpetual reward that keeps giving to the original hostess. So Jenny had a party. Karen and Susan booked off Jenny's party. So Jenny, the original hostess, will get a half price item at Karen and Susan's party, okay? And they don't have to be present in order to get it. I still redeem if they can't show up. Navigating the workstation, you're just gonna look at page 14 of your Scentsy Bible, okay? We'll cover that another time. I got more important stuff to tell you. This is important. Training center and resources, you guys. Training center provides great videos, hands-on videos. Oh yeah, oh good. Thank you for mentioning Canada. Yes, for some of those y'all are in Canada, it is different for qualifying, yes. We will throw that out there because I'm so US brain, it's not even funny. I wish I had a team in Canada. I don't yet. Okay, so the resources tab and the training center are awesome. They're on your workstation. And there's one little reason. Okay, it's not little, it's huge. If you don't want to get in trouble and you want to know all the ins and outs of this company and what you need to know, you need to go to the resources tab, and in the search box, you need to type standards. There is a huge document that comes up it's called Scentsy Standards. It is the do's and the don'ts of running this business. Even if you run it as a hobby, you better read this. So what I did is I saved it on my computer, and then on a payday, I bought some ink for my printer, and then I printed it out once I got paid on payday, because it's a lot of ink and a lot of paper. It's no joke. So make sure if you're going to print that booger, you don't suck up all your ink. But you can look at it online anytime you want, or just save it on your computer if you're not wanting a hard copy. I'm old school. My calendar is still paper. So yeah, you can just look at it on there. You don't have to print it, but I'm old school. Okay. So next one. This one's exciting. Did y'all know that there's warmers and scents that aren't even in the catalog? Well, now you do. Guess what? It's called the Scent and Warmer of the Month subscription, or just the Scent of the Month. Are y'all ready? You get all of this when you subscribe every month. It's the Warmer of the Month. Ooh, you can't even see all that, can you? There's so much stuff that it blocks me. So I'll walk you through it. You ready? So this month, last month on March 15th, my credit card was charged. I got the Warmer of the Month, 10 of these little booger bars, rub and smell stickers, 72 of them, the room spray, the party tester. I have another one on backup. See the difference? Party tester, mini tester, one of each. 50 of the flyers, y'all. Full color, not black and white, full color. You can mail them out to your customers. And guess what? You earn commission on this. This is money. But one of the biggest mistakes you can make is do this. Okay, okay, here it is, the first. I can go look to see what next month says. Oh, gosh. Ooh, I don't really care for that. Ooh, that scent sounds so gross. I think I'm going to unsubscribe. Worst mistake ever. This is not a luxury, thank you for being a consultant package. Y'all, this is a marketing and advertising purchase for your business. It's a tax write-off. And let me give you a big, huge tip in your business. Not every person you sell to has the same nose, taste, or likes as you. That's what makes us all unique and different. There has been some god-awful smells that I could not stand, you guys. And guess what? I sold the crap out of them. Why? Because it was their taste, not mine. Oh, good Lord, guava honey, Jesus, Lord, help me. Smelled like cat piss. I just said that on a recording. It was terrible. The last event that I just did, she came up and bought the guava honey room spray. I almost said, let me give this to you for free. I didn't. I still charged her the $8 for it because I needed to order one to replace it. It was the worst smell ever. But remember this. Somebody out there is going to like it. So this whole kit for you to subscribe to is not for your liking and you getting building your inventory. You have stuff when a school comes to you and says, hey, can you put together a little basket or something? I absolutely can. I've got 10 bars of this great scent guava honey with this cute warmer I can put in their box. They don't know it smells like cat piss. Wrap that up and give it to them. And now you got rid of all the stuff that stinks, and it's a donation item and a tax write-off, and you look like the awesome Scentsy consultant. There's ways around this. I mean, I have been in a situation where people ask me for donations, and I'm like, seriously, I love this scent too much. I don't want to give it to you. But that's when the guava honey comes into play. You got to have some bad ones and good ones, okay? We can't have good ones for everybody. So here's a sneak peek. Ready on next month? Little Camper. The scent is called Pacific Daydream. You get 70 PRV on this, guys. 70 PRV. So here's what you get in your kit. Everything I named, the warmer of the month is the 10 bars, the room spray, everything minus the warmer, okay? So 10 Scentsy bars, your stickers, your flyers, your room sprays, and your testers. That's 35 PRV. You earn commission on that. It's plus tax and shipping. If you add the warmer next month, it'll be 70 plus tax. It's a write-off. You can opt in and opt out anytime you want, not because you're liking it. Better be because you can't feed your children. That's the only way you can disenroll. If you can't put food on the table, yes, do not subscribe to this. But if it's just because you don't like the warmer, don't do that. Trust me, you'll get rid of it. I mean, you might be stuck with it for a little while, but it goes away. You'll sell it.
Stuck with it. That warmer is amazing.
No, like wellies. I still have my wellies.
Oh, I do too, but I didn't really. Yeah. It's cute.
I did sell it today. Somebody else sold it for me, so it worked out.
I just want you guys to comment in the comments real quick for me. Who likes the camper?
Yeah, who likes it? I think the camper's cute. You won't be stuck. This will be one to cute. It's very trendy right now. If y'all walk into Home Goods, Pottery Barn, basically every store that's on the market, pay attention now. When you are out and about, you're going to see how many camper things start popping up. World Market is very on trend with the styles right now, and it's very in. Scentsy is so on point when it comes to their trends and the market. So it's pretty cool to watch. All right, moving on. I get sidetracked. Damn. Getting paid. Cha-ching, cha-ching. All in the money. Your sales are done month to month. So on the first, you start at 0. You work I like to front load my calendar and get all my sales in the first 2 weeks so that I can work with my team later and get extra sales. But just so you know, if you ever sell over $2,000 in a month, you get an extra 5% bonus. So my personal goal is to always sell $2,000 a month because that's 4 parties a month, basically, 4 to 5 parties. And this is my full-time job. If it's my full-time job, I'm going to work and do my 4 to 5 parties every single month. So a new pay period starts on the 1st of every month and ends on the last day of the month. And what time does our orders have to be in by? On what Pacific time? Very good. Okay. So your paycheck is loaded into your pay portal at scentsypay.com, and you have the ability to transfer your funds to your Visa paid card or a checking account of your liking. Just read your documentation before you start charging stuff. When you go get gas, it'll take a bigger chunk of your money and hold it because you're using it as a debit or trying to fill up the tank. So just be aware of that. Some people freak out about that. All right, shipping time. Scentsy has 10 business days not counting weekends, Monday through Friday, to ship your order. Tell your customers 2 to 3 weeks delivery time. That way you're looking like a rock star when they come in earlier. And not only do you look like a rock star, but when people just now start to use you and you're getting in the habit of sending the thank you cards or calling them after the home party a couple of days and say, I had so much fun last night. Thank you so much for coming. You're building rapport. You're building your credibility. It's so important to do those things and to be that lips on their bow honey, because you're trying to build good customer service. You want to send thank you cards. Make those thank you phone calls. That's why I'm sending that little sample box to them. It's so important. So make sure you're giving good customer service and building that credibility, because then they start being free advertising for you. You're setting yourself apart from other consultants and how you run your business. What's really cool is you can track orders on your workstation in your office under order history, so you can track it there. It'll update posted first. It means it's posted to your account. Then it goes to printed, meaning printed, they're pulling the items to ship out, and then it'll go shipped. It means a label has been created. And then once the UPS shipping label is created, you can click on the UPS tracking number and track your box to the exact date that it's going to be delivered, which is pretty cool. Just FYI, you can't ship to PO boxes. It does come UPS, so make sure that you don't accept a PO box. And we do have, we ship to APO, AE, FPO, APO addresses. There's a list of approved ones under the resources tab. We don't ship to all. We ship to a lot, don't get me wrong. But before you take someone's order there, make sure that their APO is on our approved list under resources tab, okay? When a shipment arrives, it sounded like I shipped my pants. I said shipped, y'all. I totally got y'all. I know I did. Y'all thought I said something else. I shipped my pants. All the way. I did. Shipment arrives right here. Check to make sure all the stuff is not broken. Your light bulb is going to be inside the warmer here. See, it's still inside. Usually this is inside too. Make sure your bulb isn't broken. You do not want to give a customer a new warmer that they're excited about and a freaking broken bulb. Seriously. So check your bulbs. Make sure everything's there, and you're going to label the bottom of your warmer. Where's the label? Well, poo. I know I got one. Oh, here we go. So I print mine off right off the computer, but I also buy them from the family store. I'm just broke right now. I'm waiting for payday. So that's why I haven't mailed any of my team stuff, y'all. I have to wait till payday. So some of your stuff's going to be late. I'm sorry. So you're going to label the bottom of your warmer like so. You know why? Because they're going to throw that box in the trash. And one day they're going to be like, God, who was that girl I bought that from? I know she was blonde and had blue eyes. Oh, it was Heather Gorsuch. I'm going to give her a call. All right. I'm calling her right now for a new bulb because mine burned out. All right. So it has to be labeled. All right. Inside every product, it must be labeled. Why? Oh, this bar's great. Oh, I don't even know who you bought it from. No. Guess what? Oh, this smells great. Oh, who did you buy your Scentsy from? Oh, Heather Gorsuch. Oh, she's great. They have to have a little trail back to you. It's like the little breadcrumbs, or was it breadcrumbs in the forest leading back to you? Yeah. Leave your breadcrumbs. Nothing leaves your hands without your sticker, honey, and a scent. And samples. Samples. I could not say that enough. All right, here's the legality stuff. Let me ask you a question. Do you own Scentsy? Are you the owners? No. So do not use that word Scentsy by itself ever, because you do not own the company. It is not your Scentsy. All right? Oh, my sprinklers just came on when I said that. It was like smoke everywhere out there. So you are a Scentsy independent consultant. Make sure that is next to your name, or every time you use the word Scentsy, it should say independent consultant, because you are stating that you are an independent consultant of Scentsy. You do not own the company, and you cannot use their name, okay, by itself. You can't use the word Scentsy in any email accounts, Facebook groups, etc. Again, you don't own the company. Heidi and Orville do. And guess what? No personal specials on social media. Well, what is a personal special? Did Scentsy release it? Did it come out on the news tab, or did they tell you that it's a special, like the warmer of the month? Yeah, that came from Scentsy, so that you can say that. The Mother's Day bundles, you can say that. Why? Because Scentsy came up with that special. If Scentsy did not come up with it, you cannot post it. It's a personal special. So even things like, oh, the 7th person that orders from me because it's April 7th is going to get $7 off their next purchase. No, you just made that up. You can't, since he didn't put that out, do not post that. That's considered a personal special. So you can offer samples. There's certain things that you can say, but if you're offering a good idea. You can do it in a private message, one-on-one communication. So if I tell you face-to-face, if I email you, if I text you or send you a private message, that's the only way it can be done.
Right. And even if you have a closed group or a closed event, it's still public. It has to be done in private. And I just want to mention why that is, because sometimes people look at that and they're like, well, that's stupid. It's my business.
Wait, let's role play real quick, Jody. Okay. I'm a certified consultant. You're an SSD. Jody, I just offered a free bar to my customers that they place an order with me.
Oh, that's great. I'm offering $100 free for anybody who orders from me today.
Oh, I can't afford to give that away.
Sorry. Too bad.
That's not fair.
It is what it is. My business, I can do it however I want.
Okay, well, I'm going to go take a loan out, and I'm going to give a Ferrari to the next person that buys from me.
Right. So you guys see where we're going with it. It's not fair. It's unlevel playing field, and I know that, I mean, I don't even like to say it's not fair because that sounds like we're on the playground at school, but
bigger budgets.
Yeah, I mean, a new consultant, like when I was starting my business, I couldn't have, gone up against somebody who was with Scentsy from, the very first day. I wouldn't have been able to afford that. And so if we had any mutual customers, and now with Facebook, a lot of people have several mutual friends, or, somebody by some way or another, they're going to be like, well, I'm going to go buy it from Jody because Heather's only giving me a bar. Jody's going to give me 6 bars and a warmer. Why wouldn't I go through Jody versus Heather? And that's why it's there. So again, you can post it privately. You can send it in a message, text, phone call, face-to-face, things like that. Even in your newsletter, which we didn't talk about, and I know we're cutting close here. We're getting close to the timeline. You can customize your newsletter that's on your communication tab on your workstation that Scentsy sends out for you free. For every email address you put into your contacts, they get a newsletter from you once a month. You can put your personal special in there because the people that get your newsletter are already your customers.
Yep, and it's one-to-one communication. It's going to them email.
Yep, and I don't offer personal specials a lot because I don't want to diminish my product. If you offer too many personal specials, people are going to not buy from you on a regular basis until you offer them a personal special. I think I might do one a year.
Well, and that's what our combine and saves are for. If they want a discount, there's a combine and save, which you need to know those pages and learn that in and out.
Yep. The only other thing I do is I might offer a special for hosting.
Yeah, me too.
But not for buying.
No,
never. Permission. I might say to them, if you host a party for me this month, say I need help getting bookings, because there's some months that are slower than others, right? Absolutely. I can say, I'm going to let you pick out a free nightlight or, a free $30 warmer, whatever, privately. That's the main point here is do it privately, girls and guys.
Well, and I'll share a quick story with you. My neighbor at the end of the corner signed up to sell a skincare company and makeup. It starts with M, okay? And
I love you. I do. I really do.
I use it. It's okay. I can say it. MK. Anyway, I said, oh, so how are you doing? She's like, I'm like, who have you sold so far? Who have you sold to? Oh, mostly just friends and family. I've been given the discount. And I said, what? I said, oh, you're just doing it to get the product for yourself, or are you doing it as a business? She goes, no, this is going to be my business. And I said, well, why are you giving your discount then? Because you've now just told those people that are coming to you and made purchases from you that you think their catalog prices are way too high. And now they're going to expect to get it 50% off from you every single time you buy now. She's like, oh, I never thought of it like that. So you're discrediting the company that you're working for. If you're always offering discounts and discounting your product, you're basically telling your customer you don't believe in your catalog prices or your catalog.
Right.
Don't do it. That's just a little FYI. Okay, last little bit of info, and this just might come across. The only reason I'm saying this is that I had 3 people message me about it, and I'm like, ooh, this might be something good to say. You get 1 starter kit per lifetime, and we only all have 1 life. So you only get 1. So that means some people leave Cincy and they come back, but here's the thing. Pay attention to how many of your friends say, oh, I used to sell that. Oh, maybe I should. Here's the deal. If they've been gone less than 6 months, they're going to sign back up underneath whoever they left from. Tell them to wait. I mean, yes. If they're good friends of yours, tell them to wait. If they've been gone longer than 6 months, all they have to do is send an email to accountservices@cincy.com with your name and your consultant ID number and say, I'd like to rejoin. It's not a guarantee. They're going to review your case. And I'd like to be joined underneath such and such, and here's her consultant ID number. If she's ready to go back in, and they will review your case, and they can get them signed back up underneath you for free. There's no more starter kits given out. It's 1 per lifetime, which 1 per person. But they could take that money that they were going to buy a starter kit with and buy product from themselves and order stuff, get PRV and order stuff from the family store. Family store is no PRV. So be smart about what you're buying. But just so you know, they can get reinstated if they've been gone longer than 6 months back under you. Last but not least, product lists. These came in your starter kit. It's that little pad, I think they came in your starter kit. Well, these I hand out to people. I don't hand out catalogs unless they're making a purchase. Events and stuff, this is what I'm handing out to people because it's way cheaper. Don't hand those catalogs out just to anybody if they're not buying. Be smart. Another option is your showcase brochures. You can hand these out. This is for fundraising, but it's a great mini version and a little bit less. This is definitely your cheapest. Second cheapest catalog would be third. Label everything. And last but not least, before we open up for any last questions, you're not a Goldsmith warmer or a cartoon character. So on your Facebook profile, add your Cincy Independent Consultant on it. 2, on your PWS, your personal website, don't put a picture of a Goldsmith warmer or a cartoon character. They need to be seeing your real face recognition. Why do realtors do it all the time? Because they want their face on everything. So put your face up and share your story. Doesn't have to be anything big about your story. Mine talks about a maxed out credit card. Like, it's nothing fancy. If you need help writing it, let us know. We'll help you write it. But we want to share your story. You're going to relate to someone. So that wraps up our new consultant training. We're going to follow up with other tidbit videos. This is right on the hour. We have about 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left for any last minute questions in our chat. I hope you found this helpful. I know we were talking fast, but
you mean the Spring Start
Shooting
program?
Star. You want the Shooting Star program? So the Shooting Star kit, you can type in resources tab, type Shooting Star in search, and the flyer pops up in resources.
I think I was on top of all of the questions. If I missed anybody.
Where does everyone get their shirts? Not in the family store. They have them made. There's guidelines and that Cincy standards that you have to follow that you can get them made by people. Well, you have to have a third-party contract and all that. You need to read in that standards because there's a lot of do's and don'ts on getting stuff made.
And it's because it's intellectual property. It's the same thing. Like, you can't just go out and have someone make a Nike shirt and produce it. It's just the way that the world works.
I mean, every Tom, Dick, and Harry would make Cincy shirts and try to solicit and make money. Heck, I would too if I could. But they can't do it. It's not my company. Any other questions? Something else y'all are trying to think of? Feel free to chat it real quick. Somebody else probably has the same question, y'all. I was shocked with the guys that are actually interested. Y'all, I have tons of guys that buy product from me. Do not discredit that. They will buy from you. That's what I love about this is you can sell to men, women, and kids. And it's consumable. It is the best thing about this product. If you'll just work your business every single day, y'all, I promise you're going to see huge results. Roberta, did you try to turn that $60 order into a party and ask them to host instead? That's really huge, you guys. When people come to buy from you, you don't think about asking them Do you want to get this stuff for free instead of hosting? You have a couple of friends. Try to turn every person to host.
So, Michelle, honey, you don't need to know everything. And when you go and you do your first few parties, be honest and let them know, I'm new, I'm still learning. Thank you so much for having me. If I don't know the answer to something, I will find it out for you. And you can call your sponsor that night. You can get on your team page. You can call, message one of us or whatever. And if you still can't find an answer because maybe nobody's available, just let that customer know, I'm not really sure, but I'll get back to you. I mean,
and just say, I just started. They don't care.
And the more honest you are with them instead of trying to BS them and blow smoke, they're going to respect that more. If I don't know something, I'll let them know, I'm not sure. Gosh, I can't remember. Because there's a lot to remember. Don't think that you have to know everything. That's why, we have the resource tab, we have Facebook pages, and we have, each other. So please don't ever feel like you need to know everything, because you don't, honey. Okay, so a couple people need help with their stories. Just either send a message to Heather or I or your sponsor or whoever. But go out and read stories too, because everybody's story is different. Or what? I'm not sure what the word is I'm looking for, Heather. Like
they're different. They need to be personalized. It needs to represent you. It shouldn't be my story on your list. I mean, we want to make sure you need to have start right before you come to anyone for help. Stop and ask, hey, wait a minute, isn't there something on resources that asks questions to help you write your story?
Well, I don't know, sugar. Why don't you go ahead and look?
Let me see here.
Write your why. Or is it?
Oh, I think not.
No, someone said there was.
Oh, where? Who's got it?
She's so excited. Oh my God. Probably in the resources. I've never.
Find it first. Oh my gosh.
I'm not on mine, so go ahead. You're going to be the winner.
No, we'll totally help you, but we have to, you're going to have to figure out ask yourself, why did I join Scentsy? And be able to know that for us to help write it. Like, I can't just say, oh, what is it going to be today? I need to know some guts about it. Write your why, Amanda. Okay, where's it at, Amanda? Do you know? I also turned in an Cerebral Palsy Association ribbon order on because of my nephew Owen. How does that work? Oh, that's idea share. You just submit ideas, and there's a committee people that at home office that looks over, and they do take your ideas very seriously. And share it. You get people to vote on it through idea share. Yeah. I think it was a video. It may be, but and I can post mine, but I can help you too. Like, I can post Beverly's, and I'll figure out what mine.
Remember, your story will change. So
yeah,
you can update your story too. I mean, it's not like it's set in stone. If you go and write it and then you maybe a couple weeks you're like, I don't really love it, or you think of something else, you can always change it too.
Is there a list to help with taxes? No, you won't find. There used to be under resources a tax info, tax Q&A from A to Z under resources tab.
It's pretty simple in this fact. Like, if you buy it for your business, you can write it off. Okay, you can't go to the mall and spend $3,000 on clothes and write those off. If they say Scentsy on them, you can write those off. You're not going to be able to go and write your nails off or your hair off, but you can write off food when you travel, hotel, gas, things like that.
100% when you travel. It's 50%. Like, if you take a hostess out to lunch here, it's 50%. You don't get full. I know that much.
I don't know. I just keep my receipts. We total them every month by category, and then we
not 100% on your phone. No way. You know why? Because your phone bill and internet, you have personal use for that too. You have to think of percentage.
Yep.
And Jenny, there's going to be a call. My tax girl is actually going to do this whole one a quarter. She's going to do a tax call on my team call. So we will have someone doing it. It's just not going to be before this tax period. But it is coming. We will have training on it because she's already, I already asked her if she would do it, and she has committed to me, and she's really.
And if you save a receipt for something that isn't, able to be written off, your accountant will be able to tell you that. And you can show a loss in a business for the first 3 years.
Yep,
meaning you could have shown that you spent more than you made for 3 years before they consider it a hobby. So
Right.
you want to write stuff off. Trust me. If you make money with Scentsy and you don't have any write-offs, you're going to owe.
And you'll get a 1099 if you make $600 or more in your commissions.
Right on your accounts tab, it's posted.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you do want to write stuff off. You're welcome.
Good question. Anybody else have any questions that we didn't cover or y'all need answers to? You need a training for my team on the Ascent Academy. Okay, is she going to do it, Amanda? Or I'm sure she will. Okay, I can send you a link to after. If she'll send you the same thing that I've got though, so that's good. Yeah, we're super excited to push this Ascent Academy because they're daily challenges, and Jody and I, everybody's stepping up, and we're going to start doing these daily challenges like as if we just joined. And so it's going to be cool to start doing these daily tasks to do this because it really does make a big difference. Sorry. I'm so glad I joined. Everyone has been so helpful. I just want to say thank you. Oh, Lori, you're so welcome. Does buying samples supplies, I just learned English today. Does buying supplies from Walmart get to count for tax write-off?
Here, talk to my business partner. I have to go potty.
Business partner, can we write off supplies from Walmart?
Yes, you can.
See, Mr. Bill Farmer.
You can write off anything that pertains to the business.
Yep, even your mileage. Your mileage is a huge one. I went to Office Depot and bought a mileage log. I keep it right above my visor. Some people download a Mile IQ app that you can log your mileage in that too. So just whatever works for you, just get a system in place and jot your mileage down. That's a huge saver. Is it that only one person in the household can join? Yes, ma'am. You're absolutely correct. Look at you. You've been doing your homework.
What did you say?
And they have to be 18 to join. So like you can't join your husband.
As far as write-offs go,
Mm-hmm.
write off your starter kit receipts, any business supplies, your subscriptions for your websites, all that other stuff. Make sure you file those, write those off.
I know what I was going to show y'all. Hold on. Let me get it. Well, shoot. So something that I do with that subscription, y'all, every month is I melt down this bar, which I have a video I can show y'all, but you make scent samples from the bar. That way you have the scent samples ready to go before next month hits. I had my candy mold and everything out to show you guys. And I don't know what I do with it. You have no idea what I've been doing. Look at this.
That doesn't surprise me. That's only one of her rooms.
I was laminating all the stuff. I mean, this is, look. Do you see where I'm living? Uh-oh.
All right, I've got to run because it's after 9 here and we still have to go to the Walmart.
Oh, fun.
Not really.
It is fun. Buy a business supply so you can write off your your trip.
That's another thing. If you guys are hosting a party or a team meeting and you buy food for it, get a receipt for that. You know, like maybe pay for it separately so it's easier to track your receipt. But I like to write off everything because I don't want to give any of my money to the government. I don't. I work too hard for them. They take enough.
Yeah.
They take more than they should. So
yeah.
But it was great. I really love doing these calls with Heather. She's very inspirational. She's taught me a lot in the last few years that we've been friends. So
taught me a
I'm
lot.
glad you guys got on, and I'll look forward to our next one. And Miss Heather, I'll talk to you in the morning.
Okay, bye y'all. Thanks for joining us. See you later.
Good night.
How do you stop the recording? Okay, here we go. You're welcome. Bye, y'all. Thank you for joining us. Oh, I have to stop the recording first.